And that does bring us to the end of chapter 45. So we'll move on with the bestiary. The first one we're going to go over is the Kirin. So mythology, they are based on Kirin, but it's spelled a little different, spelled with a Q from Chinese mythology. And in those myths, they appeared before legendary emperors. And if you see one, you're destined for greatness. They're also, little Shami fact, favorite mythical creature of all time, so they had to be part of this world. Their trial of worth, they don't have one in the same sense as other creatures. They know who they're going to bond with, so there's no real trial that needs to take place. They always know that they'll bond with somebody of great destiny, and they endlessly seek this person out. And as soon as they see them, they know who will be and know that they'll bond immediately. They are tier 1, so on their own, fairly weak. They're also progeny, so they reproduce like normal horses, but the majority of time their foals are stillborns. And because of their delicate bodies and being so fragile, they really have to be cared for a lot when they are pregnant as well as when they are young Kirin. They evoke visions, so they can evoke visions of future events. These appear like a mist, and if you inhale this mist, it gives you visions of possible different ways that the future could play out. Again, they're tier 1, so they're not very strong, so you really do have to be a master arcanist to even begin to take advantage of the evocation. Their manipulation is destiny, so the Eldrin, the Kirin specifically, can subtly alter chance-related events. So if you think dice, card games, more often than not, things are going to go their way. Their augmentation is empowerment, so again, they augment the Kirin themselves, augment other mythical creatures, and empower their magic, so make them almost twice as potent as they were before. They remove a lot of the limitations that the Arcanists had previously. They can't augment themselves, but it does enhance the effect of any creature, mythical creature that the Arcanist is also bonded with. So we can see, if you were also bonded with a god creature, you would have even stronger god creature magic.
Super Saiyan.
That they really feel like it. For passive abilities, they can tell if a person has a significant destiny. They don't know what that is. They just can tell they are going to have a significant impact. Additionally, they allow their Arcanists to bond with an additional creature without the risk of dying. And they're also immune from having their souls torn from their body or to being overexposed to raw magic. Their aura is the signs, so a little different between the Silver Kirin and the Gold Kirin. We're going to focus on the Silver Kirin. When they create their aura, they flood the nearby area with destiny magic, so the Arcanist is given the ability to see what the correct path for immediate actions is. So if you enter a bakery, you'll get whispers from the magic that the glazed donuts taste the best. Probably not the most useful example in this case, but definitely a good one. They can also hear specifically, if you're in battle, this is the action your foe is likely to take, so you can counter it. It is very strange because that's not always a happy path to take. So there's an example where, hey, if an avalanche is hurtling towards the Arcanist, even with the aura, the best option may be a quick death rather than a slow and painful one. So it's not always a good option. It just tells them, hey, this is what the probable best option is. As we can see, the Kirin themselves, not super powerful, but the way that they empower their Arcanist allows them to become much more powerful than they normally would.
And with that concludes this week's episode of chapters 41 through 45. And next week, we are going to be doing our last section of Plague Arcanist. We're doing 46 through 50. And then after that, we will have the episode of the tabletop game that Zerza, or his name is Chad, sits down and talks with us about his tabletop game for the Frith Chronicles and his ideas on that, Shami's thoughts on it. In, I believe, a week or two from the airing of this episode in particular, Time Marked Warlock will be released for audiobook and in the actual book itself. If you are an ARC member or if you order directly from Shami, she has some absolutely amazing looking metal bookmarks that she will send to you along with her really, really cool pillar quote boxes. So there's that. And if you want to check out her other works, she's got plenty of other things along with the Frith Chronicles, not even just within the series of this one, but the Nexus games, Half-Life, Empire, Star Mark, pretty much any genre you want as far as fantasy goes. She does kind of write a little bit of.
Eric, Scott, and I want to thank everyone for listening today. We post a new episode every Wednesday morning at 11 Eastern, 10 Central, and 8 Pacific Standard Time. We are on all podcasting platforms and are also on YouTube as well for video. After the additional episode airs, we post chapter-by-chapter videos every day in a smaller, easier-to-digest format. We do want to give a special shout-out to the final member of our team, Dan Mackison, one of the admins for the Frith Chronicles Wiki, link listed below, and doing his best to keep everything running smoothly behind the scenes. If you want to reach out to us, you could email us at frithguildpod@gmail.com or on Facebook or any other social media by searching for Frith Guild Podcast. Just to remind everybody, we have links to everything in the description below on both the podcast and YouTube. Scott, do you have anything else you want to add this week?
It's very close to finishing the 4th book. It's crazy how fast it goes through.
Oh my goodness. And we would be halfway through the series at the end of this one. So we're coming up on 8 months of recording.
Jeez.
And we're about halfway through the series. So we do appreciate everybody for listening on, and we look forward to hearing from you next week. Thank you. Welcome back to the Frith Guild Podcast. I'm your host, Eric. And today we'll be going over chapters 41 through... That was rude.